I would advise you to take notes, take that home with you, and get people to do that back, wherever you go back home, get people to do that with you back home. You need to do this. Uh, I can't think of anything we're missing. What's this? Yeah. Uh, I guess, yes. Hold on. Hold on. Let's go ahead and get the microphone. And Cindy first here, Andy. What?
Did you tell us about holder versus holder in due course? I don't think you did.
Okay. No, we probably didn't. All right. I'll explain that real quick. It's a pretty simple process. Bill goes into that very well on the stand. That was one of the things that impressed me when I heard him testify in the Slicker case. Uh, Everybody's a holder. In some ways, almost anybody can have standing. Your gardener could have standing. Your gardener could be a real party in interest. He won't be the only one having standing, and he won't be the real party in interest. The same concept with the holder. If they mail that promissory note somewhere, which they won't, I mean, it'll be some kind of secure transfer, the mailman would be a holder. If you give that note to the kid down the street to run it over to your neighbor's house, that kid's the holder. A holder can be anybody at any time. The holder in due course is somebody that has all rights to that note. A holder, depending on what type of holder and how they became holder, can have most of the rights of a holder in due course. No matter what, there's only one party that can ever foreclose in any given circumstance. That is the actual holder in due course. Even a holder that has all rights that a holder can have, those rights are still exclusive of foreclosure. The most rights that a holder could possibly have would be to sue you under some kind of tort or admiralty claim. But they cannot foreclose. The UCC is very, very direct about this. It's UCC 3-302. There's no question here. If you read 3-302, it tells you flat out, sorry, a holder has all the rights except for the right to foreclose. Everybody got that? It's very important. That is in the book, yes. And I would advise that you read those UCCs. Yes. None taken. Yes, I'm sorry. I thought we went into that. They made a decision. Knowingly, intelligently, willfully, with full knowledge of the consequences thereof. It's in the legal pleadings explaining it. You've got to read the legal pleadings. They decided to forsake their right to foreclose so that they could sell the note, so that they could get the money, deposit it, so that they could lend out 27 times the amount of the deposit. Now, if they did not forsake the rights of a holder in due course, they couldn't have sold it, so they couldn't have gotten the money to make the deposit to lend out 27 times. Guys, it really is that simple. What? Go ahead. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Part that I want you to mention.
Of course.
Um,
Yeah,
okay.
say it.
Okay. The holder is the next entity that holds your loan. If you had Wells Fargo to begin with and they sold it to ABC Mortgage, ABC Mortgage is only a holder. They can never, ever be the holder in due course. And therefore, whenever your loan got sold, transferred, assigned, whatever that word is, the new entity, whoever, is not able to be a holder in due course, and therefore, all they can do is be a holder. They only have the right to come after you for the money, not your house.
Okay. That's almost completely true. Chances are that even the first bank, remember the original scenario. Okay. The part that you're missing, Cindy, take the note, give it to the bank. They give me the house. Where's the holder in due course here? There is never a holder in friggin' due course. See, that's why you've really got to, when you get into this, you understand there never was a holder in due course. Merry Christmas. Show me the friggin' loan. The holder in due course aspect is incumbent on the promissory note being tied to a deed of trust. The promissory note's the dog. You cut off the tail of the dog, dog's going to be upset, tail's going to die. When the tail dies, the holder in due course concept is totally gone. What? No, it doesn't. But the dog was never part of, because you gave the dog away to get the food dish. So, I mean, we can give a million scenarios. The point being that everything, if it was done legally and correctly the way you believed before you got here, then yes, then Cindy would be right. They lost the holder in due course status when they sold it. When you read the jurisprudence, you understand the stare decisis, the way the judge is writing it, because he's writing it in a way that you won't understand it. But when you understand it, they're actually admitting from the get-go, there never was a holder in due course. Never. Can't happen. America can't have a holder in due course when we're talking real estate deals that are incumbent on a deed of trust. So the problem that I have trying to explain this is everybody starts jumping over to the show me the note argument, and it doesn't have anything to do with it. If it was done the way you thought it was done before you got here, then when they sold the note, they'd lose the holder in due course status, and that would be a viable argument. We don't use that argument because we know that there was never truly a holder in due course, so we just want to establish the fact that the note was sold because they can't sell a note unless they bought the note. And what did they buy the note with, everybody? Yeah, home is your castle and I make the big money. Yeah, that's the only big money I'm making, but it's cool. So that's why I haven't jumped on that too much. There's no holder in due course. There never was. It is the girl in the bikini. You got to look at the magician. You've got to. Yeah.
Yeah, John, first of all, I've been doing this for a long time, or for a while. Been to some of these seminars. I'm impressed by the amount of knowledge that's here and the guests to your deal. I think the gentleman over there said it best. I think we're all looking for case law because, you know, I've done the show me the note and now I'm show me the loan. I guess what I walk away with is that what I'm hearing is our entire financial system is a bunch of BS, and that a group of us are going to take on the banking and the federal government, and we're going to be able to get our houses for free, which I'm so in favor of. But
you're not, okay,
well,
stop.
I'm not going to get them for free, but I just want to, is there any case
don't
law?
say it.
Okay.
See, what you say you think, and what you think you say.
Okay,
If
all
you
I
wanna-
really have is one question. Do we
Okay,
have
but hold
any
on,
case
please.
law, as this man said, that I can go to court with, because the government and the court system seems to be based on case law? Is there
Oh.
any case law that I can take?
There's a ton of it.
Okay, good.
A lot of it's on the disc. That's why I spent all that time making that disc. Here's the deal, guys. This seminar is not about teaching you how to do paperwork. It's about getting you to understand the thought process. Okay, I am very good at what I do. I can sit down. Cindy's seen me knock out 12 pleadings in a day. That's a whole law firm. Okay, and the guys in here that are used to seeing the kind of work that I do, okay, And it's not because I'm some super brain or blah, blah, blah. It's because I understand what is really going on. You don't understand it. And that's why you say what you say. That's why I tried to stop you so you'd stop saying it. Because until you stop saying it, you are screwed. Until you stop saying something. You ever hear somebody go on and on about, oh, I can't do this, I can't do that, this is that. You know they're screwed, right? You know it. Then all of a sudden you get them turned around, oh, I can do this, I can do that, blah, blah, blah. If you keep saying, well, I'm trying to get my house for free, or they're complaining I want to get my house. No. You paid for your house. You made a very good deal. Do you think that the bank was unhappy with that deal? If I walked up to you and said, I will give you a piece of paper, you give me your car, but you can take that piece of paper over to the bank for whatever that car is worth and get 27 times the amount of that car, would you do it? Would you be done with it and never try and get the money out of me? That was the deal. They needed that promissory note from you. You know, there's an old saying in academia where the discipline notwithstanding, it's not what you do, it's what you know. So there's, in this expression for engineers, it's the boiler room concept where, you know, the CEO's in his high tower at the top of the building and the AC's not working. And he's pissed. He's a CEO. He wants his AC working. So he goes down. Something's not working right with the boiler. So he calls the maintenance guy. Maintenance guy's like, you want me to come in on my day off because you decided to work on your day off. It's going to cost you $1,000 in cash for me to get that AC working. CEO, he don't care about $1,000. He's just going to steal it from you guys anyways. So the maintenance worker comes in, grabs a pipe wrench, pounds the boiler in the right spot, everything kicks on, the office is cooling down. And the CEO's like, I'm not going to pay you $1,000 for hitting that boiler. He says, you ain't paying me $1,000 for hitting that boiler. You're paying me $1,000, know where to hit that boiler. I know where to hit that boiler. It's worth $1,000. That's it. Okay, that's academia for you. That if you know how to think about this, you will know when you read the judicial decision what it's really saying. I can tell you that I read judicial decisions every day of my life. And I read them with other people. And I sit there and look at what they come out of with this judicial decision, and I go, you're backwards. Because your premise is backwards. Okay? If I get into your heads the truth, you will operate in truth. Because you're running and operating off a lie. When you read this stuff, you're looking at it the wrong way. That's the point. Yes, the stare decisis, the jurisprudence, the laws, sure, all that matters. But if you don't have the right context, when you read it, you'll still keep going the wrong direction. When the media, when the government, when the judge, when the attorneys, or anything else that I consider evil, comes to me and says, if you walk north, you will be safe, I turn around and run my ass south. And I mean, I run. Okay? So they're telling you, do the show me the note. You may get somewhere. I'll tell you, you better be doing show me the loan. Okay? Guys, if you can't get it in your mind that it's two separate things, you're screwed. You will not understand anything you read, and you will lose. Okay? Yeah, go ahead.
John, with all these things that we have discussed, let me see if I do understand it quite well. Correct me if I'm wrong, okay?
Dave, my drink.
So when we
Thank you.
signed a promissory note and the bank gave me my house, so in essence, we just did a barter exchange. So
A what?
Is that like an exchange?
A
So
what?
It's just like
No,
a
no,
barter.
it's a currency exchange. It's not a
Currency
barter
exchange,
exchange.
okay.
It-
So when I gave him my promissory note, he gave me my house. Then it's a done deal. Nothing else.